Merry Christmas, everyone. My name is InSein, or you can also call me Mr. InSein. Well, it's Christmas. Hanukkah, Kwanzaa, it's a time of the year, the month where I always get excited for. With full of decorations, spending time with family and friends, and the most enjoyable part of this month is watching Christmas films. Now the funny thing is that I always have this specific selection on watching these films. Like I have the trilogies, the horror, the romantic comedies, yes there's actually good ones, the guilty pleasures, the horrible ones, which there are less, thank God, and my favorite ones of course. So needless to say, one thing I start to acknowledge, and that is that many of these films are all American. And I wanted to find a movie that not only is not American, that does not speak English, but also it had to be a film that I admire and enjoy at the same time. And I finally found this film. So today, I'm going to talk about the Japanese anime film known as Tokyo Godfathers. The story sets around in Tokyo, which focuses on three homeless people, a middle-aged man, a teenage girl, and a transgender woman, who they find an abandoned baby in a garbage can. So their choices is to whether raise the child or give her to the police. But ultimately, they decided to travel around Tokyo and find the actual parents. The film is directed by the late Satoshi Kon, the brilliant director of Perfect Blue and Millennium Actress. This was the film that introduced me to this filmmaker and his astonishing feature-length films and TV show. And while Tokyo Godfathers may not be the best of his films, it is definitely by far my favorite of his works. This is one of those movies that has a great combination of comedy and drama. When it comes to the humor, it can be really funny. It's not laugh out loud shenanigans or all that, like it's not too lowbrow. It definitely has a good sense of humor. It can also be very emotional, but it's not too heavy-handed melancholia, something like Grave of the Fireflies could be a good example. Like it's not like that. I mean, it definitely has such really emotional, dramatic moments that does actually feel very heartbreaking, but it still has a great combination on these two genres. So yes, I can definitely say that the movie can flow very well with some dark themes and an uplifting tone. Now where the film shines the most, and that is on our three main characters. Now, it's safe to say that I do enjoy watching many movies or TV shows that include a trio of characters. There are many examples that I can come up with that you can see here. But for now, these characters are so interesting because not only are they different, but they can work well with each other. In the course of the film, you can see their backstory, their problems, and the personalities that they have. It is very specific in details on the writing and dialogue, and that is what fascinates me about the film. And rewatching it again, it's even much better. I can even remember their names quite well: Jin, Hana, and Miyuki. Hana, who is a transgender woman, is the best character of the three, most likely because she's the heart of the group. She has a lighter attitude towards them, well, most of the time. The animation feels very energetic. And what's intriguing is that Satoshi Kon's movies, they usually have such really good fluid and realistic on their animation department. This film is no exception, but given the fact that it is his only comedy film to direct, the expressions are a bit over the top and kind of exaggerated. It still brings some great visuals and a bit of surreal on its imagery, due to what the director is known for. But needless to say, the reality is still holds on the environment that is quite amazing to look at. In conclusion, this is a very underrated holiday film that many people might not have seen it, but I give at least a great recommendation that it contains with fun characters, an engaging narrative, and even the ending gives me quite satisfaction for what I needed. Now granted, some people might find this film quite different and not how they expected it to be. It does deal with a lot of mature adult topics with quite emotional parts. It's not nearly a movie for kids, alright? It's a movie rated PG-13. Not to mention that it doesn't even contain an English language dub released on DVD. But needless to say, the original language is still great, if not better than any of the languages that I know how to speak. But even with all that, I still recommend this film for all anime fans and even everyone in general. But for my Christmas section, I will declare this film to be my favorite non-English language holiday film. That is all I have to say for today, and I'll see you into the next review for this Christmas. See you later.